There is no road to travel, no teacher to find, no drug to take, no breath work to be done. There is no kundalini to activate. You are it. This is it. This moment right here and right now in which you are staring at the screen is the moment you have always had and always wanted and always searched for. Congratulations, you are enlightened. You might not realize it yet. You might not think it's so. But that doesn't really matter. You are enlightened. All the stages of awakening that you have heard about, all the strategies and methods that have been written about, all of those serve just to help you realize the truth, that you are already it, that this is it, this present moment, this now, this eternal, irreverent, immensity of existence for which all things happen and all things are, is it. When this body ceases, it will still be in the eternal now. When all that you are is absorbed into the world, it will still be in the eternal now. When you are awakened to the reality of this, seeing it clearly and fully for what it is, you'll have to laugh at the seriousness with which you approached it for so long and so often, thinking that it was anything but this right here and right now, thinking that it was something special and different and unique, never realizing that this, right here and right now, is all of those things. This is it, this moment, this realization, this existence, this idea of you, all of it. This is it, the life you live, the emotions you feel, everything you experience. This is it. Don't worry, really. Don't worry. I get it if you don't think this is right. You've seen enlightened people, and you're not one of them. You've read the story of enlightened individuals, and your life and calm don't seem to resemble them. But all of this is the dream, the story, the narrative, the thought, and the belief that there is something more than this, that this isn't it, that if only you can get beyond this, know some greater truth than this, then life will be different. But in turning realization and enlightenment and awakening and all the other words try to describe the understanding of this, here and now, being it, into the pursuit of some special life, is to miss the very specialness of life, right here and right now. In hoping for an easier life, in desiring a more peaceful life, then you are missing all that is easy and peaceful of life right here and right now. Because when I say now, when I say this, when I say all of this is it, what I am talking about is not the narrative of hours or days or weeks or months or years or histories for which you live. I am not talking about the joys and sorrows and miseries and sufferings and losses. I am talking of the unperceivable moment of absolute presence, the moment shorter than a singular Planck second, for which the mind cannot process and the thoughts cannot form, and yet you experience at every moment for which this is it. More happened in the first second of the universe than has happened in 13.8 billion years. And yet it all happened in the now. The now is infinite and unchanging, and yet everything within the now changes. The now is eternal and unmoving, and yet everything within the now passes and moves. You do not realize how far away your experience to the now is from your mind's interpretation of the world. This moment, even the mere understanding of the words in your ears and in your minds, are so far removed from the now in which everything is and everything happens that an entire universe could form and fail. The now, the eternal moment, this which you are fully and completely, not just a piece, but it in its entirety, as a wave is something the ocean does in its entirety, as any place on earth is the earth, as any place you point on a tree is the tree. There is no separation. There is no you. Those are the stories in the now that you are experiencing. The consciousness made manifest. The reality made into pieces and experiences so that one can see the now in all its way and shapes and forms. It is only when you begin to get caught in the illusion, in the belief that this cannot possibly be the awakening, that you cannot be enlightened, that the world is wrong, that all is suffering and death, then you convince yourself that this is not it, that this can't be it, that there must be more to this than this, and in that lies all the beliefs and ideas that right now is undesirable, that you are undesirable, that your ability to be is undesirable. And so you search, you meditate, you pray, you read holy books and do sacred rituals and take special substances, all to hopefully find that peace and joy that you feel is so elusive, to learn the truth of life and existence, to find God or spirit or the universe. But all of that will only ever be experienced right here and right now. All of it is being lived and expressed right here and right now. The only time your life will ever get better is here and now. There is nothing that is not now. Whether you realize it or you don't. Whether you accept it or you don't. All there is right now. And when you see it, when you truly see it, when you look fully into the realization of this eternal moment and experience it for all that it is, when you stop trying to define everything with your mind, allowing yourself to be the experience as it happens and not attaching yourself to the experience as it passes, you begin to realize that you have always been this. And over all of it, you've written stories and created ideas, and instead of allowing the emotions to come and go, you've allowed feelings to cover your emotions. But when you let all those things fall away and become the experience of every moment in the eternal now, you finally can see the truth that has been so hard for you to accept. You're not just awake, you're not just enlightened, you aren't just the eternal now and the very nature of the universe experiencing itself, but you are perfect and complete.